Alrighty. Hello and welcome back to some more Minecraft Paradise Golden Age, episode 1100 and something. Alright, so now that we are back, I tell you, we are going to continue where we last left off, I tell you. And that is, we are going to continue work on our structure here. Now, the primarily thing that I'm going to be needing for this is actually stairs. We are going to need so much stairs. And I did put that back there. Put that there. Oh, nope. Wrong spot. And I did put a crafting table in my backpack. Put that there now. Place that there. And let us go and grab a bunch of these sandstone stairs. I really wish I had a sandstone stair, like, you know, one of those stone cutters for this. Would be so much better. There we go. We should be able to finish off this side and then get halfway through this other side, I think. Or a quarter. Probably a quarter. Oops. We've done a little bit of a mistake here. I'll have to head down and grab those in a minute. Yeah, that's actually not looking too bad so far. I'm actually looking quite forward to this. This is actually turning out pretty nice. Yeah, I'll just turn it all into sandstone stairs. And I might actually just do the front now. I know how fronts are, so I have to get those, you know, done first. There we go. Oh yeah, I meant to show Leto something last episode. And that was the Leto, what do you call it, area. Sorry, I was trying to speak there and then I heard the little footsteps going and I was like, there's a spider around here. I did not expect it to just be, you know, right there. Was everything deciding to fall now? Look, one, you know, second away and then bam, you know, it died. Look, one, you know, second away and then everything decides to just, you know, decide to jump or fall, you know. Really annoying. Let me just yum. Alrighty. Grab some sandstone. Like, to be honest, it's not even like the final layer. If we're being honest here, there's still going to be another layer of this stuff. Because we have to do the second level after this. I think that's what I'll do for like the bits that have these bits here, yeah. I was gonna bring these designs that I just created down there upwards. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fall down over here, grab that, eat. Oh, there's that other piece. I knew there was a second piece, but I just don't know where. Alrighty. Let's go and we'll head on up here. I think it seems interesting, this design here. I don't know if I'll go full, you know, with it. I think it would look nicer if I did. Where that is, that's... Oh. Okay, let's break this a second. The slowest thing to break a slab. Let me grab that. And let me go grab that. Now the thing that I thought about is, if you see this little bit here is a slab level to itself. Now if I was to do that... Oh, poop. This is not how I thought it was going to work out. Ah, yeah. yes, I should do stairs. I can't do stairs. I think I'm genius and then bam, you know, this happens. Actually, what if I was to do stairs there? What I'm trying to, you know, do is, you know, connect this up with this bottom bit here. But trying to do that is very annoying at the moment. Just does not seem that intricate if I do that. Does that seem nicer? Let me know. I do see that it might look a bit nicer. I'm really not sure. I did have a very intricate idea beforehand, but I wrote that down and I cannot find where it was. And I'm going to hydrate once again, just because my throat is getting dehydrated from all the speaking. Ooh. Yum 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 yum. That? This is very hard. I'm looking at what we have so far, and I'm trying to figure like, would this be better or worse, you know? I think I might just leave that, because I'm thinking too much into it. I'm thinking too much into it. That's kind of just, you know, deviating us away from our original plan. And go like that. Up we are. Then just go like this. Bring us round. And do I have any more slabs? Yes, I do. I think we're actually doing quite well at this. You can actually see the size difference between this build project and our other project. I was trying to get the words out there. So we have this build project here, and then we have this build project, and you can actually see the size difference between the two, just with how large this is compared to. Like if you were to put these side by side, you would see that this is almost double the previous size. And that's so fascinating, I tell you. That's so fascinating. Go like that. I knew I was going to run out around then. Oh, I fell. Make that into the last of that. That should help me get a little bit closer to that end point. Might just be like free off, I think. Yep, free off it directly. Oh, you know what, I'm clipping that one. That one was hilarious. That one was hilarious. Alrighty. So, let's make one last slab. I think this actually turned out pretty nice. You can actually see this, you know, starting to get closer towards us because we're going higher and higher up with this build project. Alrighty. So, I did say that I was going to, where these, you know, things are, I'm going to break that. Oops. Almost double, you know, broke there. There we go. And then this breaks here. 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 Here. I did just miss out one there, didn't I? Yep, right here. Break that there. Break that there. Break that there. And right there. And then right there. Alright, that is actually not looking too bad. Now, I'll do this. Or, I'm being a bit stupid, aren't I? I could make this go a lot better looking by adding like smooth stone. Oops. There we go. And I forgot to break this bit here. There we go. Yeah, that's not going to be enough smooth stone. I thought for a second like, oh yeah, that'd be enough, you know, smooth stone. No, it's not going to be enough smooth stone. Let's get a move on here. And place that there. Place that there. And then I'll go place this here. Grab a little bit more. Bam. Then I can go like this. Oop, almost fell up there. Now I'll probably keep the same size and I have downstairs there. And just double up. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. There we go. Not bad at all. Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty. Now, I guess I'll just do something like this, maybe? And then if I head this way, I can do that. Need to head over here. Go like that. Don't get any more stairs. No sand. No, well, no sand. No crafting table. No, I do have a crafting table. This is why you always keep a crafting table on you. Alrighty. Grab that. And break that. And then I could just break that over there. Break this over here. Jump over there. Jump over here. And then that is just... Wait, sorry, I went the wrong way there. Go like that. Upwards. Then like that. Yeah, that is actually not too bad. I think that might be the design that I go with for this upper level area. It's not fully the height of this area, but it's just a start, you know. It's just a start. And then do the upside down stairs. I will also probably try and fit in... What time are we at? 14 minutes? Not that bad, to be honest. So we were at least at 20 minutes there. And just do that. There we go. And now I need to grab a bunch of these. And go like like that. And go like that. This is a little bit slower, this, you know, how we're taking this, but it shall look better in the end, that's what I will say. Or that's what I will hope for. I do not want it to not, you know, look too nice. I want it to look nice so that, you know, it's a breath of fresh air around here in the building scene of Mass Alden. And it's actually just weird to be on another floor this high. Like, the floors over there are about like 2 blocks, you know, lower. Like, you can actually see where the floor is on that area. And it just feels so weird being up like this high compared to, you know, the original Mass Halden Church. Just so strange, I tell you, so strange. I guess a lot of people have felt that, you know, over the centuries and more. Different stuff. You know, you started on the ground level, now you're on the 77th level, or 100th level, or even further than that. Just so weird, isn't it? Fascinating, but weird at the same time. There we go. And we'll go and place this over here. Wait, I forgot to, you know, actually do this right. Oop. Have to go replace this bit over here because I did it in the wrong fashion. And there we go. Not bad at all. And do the same thing over here. I should have just one single block enough to do that area over there. That singular one right there. You wouldn't really expect how long this build projects went on, you know, for... It feels like it's been going on for like ages now. Alright. How far does that go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, right? 8. 5, 6, 7. Like, this is pretty much, you know, just a bit higher. Oh, hello there, Juniper Cattle. I always pronounce people's names terribly. But hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe. Welcome on in. What's up? I cannot speak today, I tell you. I cannot speak today. But hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe. Remembering to stay hydrated as well. Alrighty. So, let us go and we'll continue our... There we go. There we go. I'm doing good. You can make Junie or Jinx. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. But hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe. I'm doing good. Alright. Just work. You know what, that's understandable, We've also been quite work here on this one build project. This one build project has taken hours already now. And I think I've just ran out of endstone stairs. Oops, nope. I think I've just ran out of endstone stairs. Oop. Well, not endstone stairs, just endstone in general. Yeah, we've ran out of endstone. No! I have to go back to the end. Or try and find some at home. Who knows? How about you? I am doing alright so far. We're just doing this will be my last episode of Minecraft for today, and then I'll probably swap over to playing another game after this. It sucks. Yeah, yeah. But you know what? I've actually quite enjoyed this build project so far. It's taken that long, but at least it's coming along, and I wanted to have its own identity, so that's why I went with a very intricate, ornate style, I tell you here. I think it's actually turning out quite well, actually. I think this entrance area, I'm probably going to have to come up with an idea for it. And I think I'm going to have like some kind of stairs here. Some kind of step area here. A slab here that heads up here. And then maybe I can fit a little tiny plant pot out front. Kind of like what we have up there, but just over here. I think that might actually look quite cute. What type of games? I am going to probably play some Far Cry 3 next. And then I'll probably be trying to play some other games tomorrow, I think. It's a... I don't know if... We might try and play with Nate tomorrow if they're free for it. I'm not sure. I don't think they are free for it. TF2 then, maybe. I'm primarily going to try and complete some of the games that I have not yet completed because I have a backlog of, games and I have to get around to playing them. You love playing horror games? I played quite a few horror games. We played quite a lot of Phasmophobia on the channel so far. And we have a lot more to go because Barry and Rose want to play some Phasmophobia soon. Gonna have a quick view of your empire you build. Have you played Resident Evil 4? I'm trying to remember what Resident Evil that is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a cobra up here. Let's walk by that cobra. We're not dealing with that now. But this is what our area looks like so far. This is Masshalden, our city. It's not that advanced just yet. This is all very old and needs to be rebuilt. This is 2022, that's Ender Spinner ship there, and that's Maruharu Harbour. And that's our little market area there. We have some houses that we were trying out these intricate designs with, but I'm not too sure I really like them because they rely on a lot of oak wood, and I want to try and not rely on a lot of oak wood. I want to, rely on materials that are native to this area. I know endstone's not native because, it comes from the end, but still, yeah. It looks sick at all. How much time did it take? Well, you know what? A lot of time. A lot of time. Like, this one area is just one area of my world. Like, we have done our most massive build project that's been 200 or... Is it 250 block wide? I think it's either 200 or 350 block wide project. And this took forever. We actually got help by Born Atlantis, who actually gave us a, what do you call it, app that we could actually use to count all of the blocks that we needed to place, and it was like 60k stone just to do this, or 30k stone, somewhere around there. Very expensive, very expensive. But that's just one part of my world. We do have our area over here, Voxtown, that I'm currently reconstructing again and again, and I think this is going to be the final iteration. It just needs a little bit more work done. I always start with a beautiful plan and end up living in a dirt box. You know what, that's understandable. That's understandable. But if you're persistent, I tell you, and you just keep at the world, anything's really your only limitation that you ever have in Minecraft is your own imagination. If you don't allow your own imagination to go, you can't really play Minecraft to its full extent. Sorry, I was taking a hydrate there. Makes sense, yeah. Now this is our barn over here that I built, and it's actually quite good. I do actually plan on building a lot more to this area. This entire area I'm actually thinking about making into this farm area. And then we have this laboratory stuff that I'm supposed to build up here. This is the entrance of the lab, and this is where I'm going to build a bunch of experimental kind of stuff, I'm quite looking forward to that. We have a railroad that I'm building that's supposed to head this way, and then head to this town, and then I'll be doing construction projects on that town. We have Log Town, a very small town that is going to eventually branch off. I was building an entire town out of snow. Oh, hello there, Tomato Launch. Hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe. And then I also have this town that I was building, but I'm actually bringing it all the way down into the southern area. And then we have Santa's Village over here. This is Santa's Village. I do quite enjoy Santa's Village. Also, you know what? There you go. You are now a mod, Tomato Launch. Alright. And then we have this area up here, that's another village that I need to work on. We've drained the entire sea temple. And this is my main home area. We have a zoo, we have a Bridgemaster's temple that I built in, remembrance to my parrot from season 4 of Jungle Paradise. And then we have the dino area up here, our museum, we got our other, this is basically the standard area of the dinosaur area. This is where we have our Spinosaurus. And then up here we have Dino Land, this is where we have Dino Land. And then up here is where we have the swamp. And then up here is where our end portal is, and that's where I'm going to be doing some work eventually. I want to try and transform that area. And the area that we're currently working on at the moment is Mashalden, the city of Mashalden. I'm a what? You're a mod now. You're a mod now, Tomato. You're a mod. Oh. Oh. There we go. Nice world. Thank you, thank you. It has taken many thousands of days. We actually lost like 700 days at one point. And then I had to try and, redo all of the stuff that I did on those 700 days, because we've had many world corruptions over that time, and we've had stuff like go missing, we've had entire mod pack, problems. We've almost lost the world multiple times, and it's been quite, chaotic. Can I join? I would invite you, but the mod pack is seriously unstable. If you want to attempt it at one point, I would love to have you on for a bit, It is, very chaotic, as I will say. It's very chaotic. But you know what, if you want to join it, I would like to have you on as a guest. I've not had a guest on since episode 250, and we were trying to get the unicorn, and we never got the unicorn, because I actually had to go back to the previous save, because so much stuff got messed up in my world. So we lost the unicorn. Okay, I will attempt, I love to. Alrighty. I need to try and figure out. I'll have to email you the mod pack. That's what I'll have to do. The mod pack will be very outdated, but just do not update anything, because I've not updated any of the mods, because it's 1.12.2 and I've not really touched any of the mods. This is our little fishing rig area here that I want to work on. I want to add more to it. And really, we just have so much. We have Village 2 over here that I need to turn into its own city. Like, this city has its own lore and all that. This is an entire, major harbour city that had another, nation come, take over it, and then they rose up against them after, an incident with, one of the mayors or something. I can't remember. It's been a little while. Also, we have trans pyramids. And then we have trans blimp. Wait, I need to see what popped up. Oh, thank you for the follow, Juniper Cato. Hopefully you're doing alright and staying safe. Yes, I've said that before, but still, really loved your world. Thank you, thank you. I've put a lot of effort into this world over the years. We're actually on episode 1100 and... I cannot remember. We're in the 1120s. Let's go for a follow. The vibes are all. Thank you. It's much appreciated. It's one more step towards that follow goal, and I'm looking quite forward to it. I tell you, I'm looking quite forward to it. You know what? We just have so many build projects I just need to get around to. We're currently working on this one. What time are we anyway? We're quite close to the end of this episode anyway. So I will probably swap over to playing some well, not Minecraft. I'm already playing Minecraft. One more step towards world domination. But I'm actually planning on building a bunch of roadways. I actually will show you some of the roadways that we've already built. This is one of our older ones. It's not very nice. It's not very nice. I will probably go and upgrade them. But this is our, what do you call it, road network that I was working on. And it's actually not too bad. This was where I was going to build a city, but I decided to scrap that idea and it's going to be moved down to here. Actually, do I actually have the name of that city? Give me 1 second and I'll try and find the name of that city. Our Plains village is called Voxtown. Oh, Green Greg Dam. I was supposed to build a dam somewhere, but actually I know the perfect place to build a dam, but it's going to be in a very icy condition, and it's over here. This area here, this water is up higher than this area here. This is like the normal level of the seawater. And this bit here is about 10 to 15 blocks higher. And I don't know how it did it, but I think it was actually a, what do you call it, a lake? It must have been 2 lakes that formed together, that's what I'm thinking. I have so many different like build projects to tell you in this one book. Oh yeah, I was planning on building a Dougie statue. If any of you have watched Dougie, that's a good show. It may be for kids, but you know, that is a banger show. Let's see. Oh, that was a... Where was I going to build that build project? I had this Eiffel Tower build that I was going to do and I totally forgot about it. Tortilla Tower. I just got reminded of another build project that is built on this island over here, and it's very small. I really want to build it super large in the future. That'd be quite fun. Alright, I need to go to complete the animation project. Alright, you take care, and alright. I don't want to, you know, take up too much of your time. Especially with animation work, that stuff is, you know, real pain. I do need to get into animation myself, I tell you. One day, I tell you. I just don't have the software for that kind of stuff now. Even for the simplest animations. Ah, Bob's Ice Town. I named this one Voxtown over here. This is Voxtown. This is Bob's Ice Town that's getting built over here. What do you call it? I think I wanted to remove this layer here. I want to trim some of this landscape off. So remind me to do that. Now, I really love stopping here. Alright, it's great to have you here, and it's great to have you here for any future events. Though there will be quite a lot of future events because I have not yet completed this world and I have so many stuff that I need to complete. I'm going to be here for another 10 years. I need to complete this book. I wanted to complete this book that have all of these, you know, designs in. And I plan on doing that soon. Oh yeah, I wanted to recreate a island, that being Tashima Island, in Minecraft. But it would be a really large build project, and I don't know where I could actually build that. A lot of these build projects I saw randomly, and then some of them, you know, are like, you know, from dreams I had, and I really do want to perfect a lot of them. Oh, that's where I was going to build the Eiffel Tower. This area over here, the legs of this were supposed to be Eiffel Tower, you know, designed like. I might actually bring that back. You do animations too? Cool. I will catch you on next stream. Alright, it will be good to have you there. Whew. I went through this book, you know, and I've totally exhausted myself, I tell you. Totally exhausted myself. And I've went way over the time for this episode. Oh. Oh. Alright. I do apologise for yapping your ears off, gang, for like almost 2 episodes in a row. Well, that's nothing new, you know. We've yapped quite a lot over the years. So, I'm looking quite forward to this build project. Like, what we have done here so far is really just nice, I tell you. It's really nice. I've liked the progress that we've made so far. But back to that animation thing. I really need to find that animation software at one point. I don't want like, you know, like super like 60 frames or anything like that. I just want to, you know, try animation again. I think the last time I did animation work was... I'm trying to think. It must be over 10 years now. I tried it, I did not do very well at it. I did comic stuff for a while, that was actually quite fun. I would write stories with like, you know, these weird plot, you know, 24 frames is exhausting. I recommend 12 for a beginner. You know what, I would probably do like very, you know, few frames. Also, I feel like, you know, shorter frames really just add a boost to like, if you're trying to go like something that's kind of like nostalgic looking, I feel like, you know, lower frames is really where you have to go for it. I don't know what it is, but having lower frames just adds something to old, you know, style stuff. I'm just making sure I light up this before I end for today. But back to that comics thing. I've not done a comic in a while, but I remember one story that I did, and it was of this girl who everyone was thought was this guy, but it was actually a girl the entire time. And these other two girls find out, and that's basically how the story goes, basically, from then on. I only wrote like a bit of it and I drew it all out. It was not very good, you know, drawn, but you know, it was such a good work. But also, you know, that's very like big, you know, sign there, you know, before I even knew what trans was. Alright. Well, you know what? We are getting a little bit too yappy, and I do need to end this episode at the 30-minute mark, and we're already at 37 minutes. I'm actually going to head inside this building here to end this episode, so I do not die when I relog back in. So, I will be ending off here, and I'll be starting some Far Cry if you're on the Twitch side. So, have a nice day, stay safe, absorb me, social things, vitamins, very important, and stay safe, bye.